We will make sure that this country, not just the free state of Florida, but the entire United States, stands for the rights of parents and for the well-being of our children.
Well, that's Ron DeSantis, who cares about parents' rights. Parents above all, not schools, not the government. It's parents who decide, except when it comes to his recent social media ban. Because earlier this week, he signed a bill that bans children aged under 14 from social media platforms. For 14 and 15-year-olds, if you get parental consent, you could be on social media. But if you're 13, no parental consent matters. Like, it doesn't matter if your parents think that you should be on Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or whatever, you can't do it. So parents' rights when it comes to banning a book about gay penguins, when it comes to social media access, parents, shut the F up, we don't care about you. Now look, that's the hypocrisy on his part. But I am actually interested, him aside, in this bill because I have a very young daughter. Okay, and now Sharon, you have children. We all believe that there is clearly a lot of problems with social media. That doesn't necessarily mean that an outright ban on young people being on it is the solution. So I'm curious what you think about this approach.
I'm skeptical of anything Ron DeSantis does, okay, because it's for the wrong reasons and it's done in the wrong way. But there is a genuine concern about this wild, wild west with our girls. I'll say that, it's not that it doesn't affect boys, but it has such a lasting effect on our girls. But the same people who trot out these, I think they're fake solutions, where you're not gonna be able to protect our kids in this kind of way. These are the same people that say horrible things that undercut our children, hurt our children. So it's hard for me to do a deep dive into, the points and the counterpoints when I look at the messenger.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Look, I think being on social media quite a bit less would be advantageous to kids. That does not necessarily mean that I think that a ban is the right solution or even that it is a solution because I got 3 letters for you. VPN, like the kids are probably gonna be able to figure it out anyway. But I do think that there does need to be work done in this area. It's just, as you said, like the messenger, it feels like a big part of this. Like you're claiming that you're doing this because you're worried about what, like the kids' self-esteem or them being cyberbullied or something. And then you guys are like passing laws to out trans 13-year-olds and stuff and literally lock up teachers who respect them enough to use the pronouns they want or the name they prefer to be called by. So you have a very like dicey relationship with respecting the thoughts or feelings of these kids. And so look, he's doing it. It's not something I would have expected him to do. So my opposition to him doing it isn't just he's a right winger doing crazy right wing things. It's a little bit different than that. And I do like that at least somebody is talking about social media beyond just banning TikTok outright. I just don't necessarily trust him. There's gonna be a third party, by the way, company that's gonna be the one that allows you to like opt into social media. I would love for someone to follow the money on that, because of the chance that someone that he knows isn't getting paid to run this thing, I think is very low, but we'll see. We'll see on that. But anyway, I would prefer for people who I have a little bit more trust in, like an AOC or someone like that, to start to approach this, because I do think there needs to be a national conversation. It should not be headed up by Florida Republicans, though. Any final thoughts?
Oh, you're absolutely right. Someone who's going to really have an open mind, do some real research, listen to people who have done research, who care about children, about how to approach this. And he ain't it. The guy who eats all that pudding down there should not be, just not him. I just can't go there with him.
100%. And yeah, by the way, this stops kids like 15-year-olds from being on social media. And what happens when they turn 16? They're back on and being exposed to like Andrew Tate content or whatever. So like there are like potentially bigger problems than just when they're on it. But anyway. For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.